birch, carrying on with the winter diaries. It's relax. The work's been ridiculous. Obviously being a chef over Christmas, don't get a lot of time for this. Cooking people Sunday dinners and turkey dinners. But yeah, up on the birch, it's second week of February. A bit of a mix. Today is going to be a bit of a social and a bit of a sort of bait introduction session really. Getting the bait into the water. Obviously they're going to be fishing for the next year. So as you can see, the sun, believe it or not, is actually up. It's actually quite a warm day, about 10 degrees. I'm down for a 48-hour session. Got Ethan in pursuit coming down later for a bit of a chat, so we'll probably get him on camera later. But I'm on the house bank, first swim, cleanest swim, nice swim, easy option, but also it's a swim that's done a lot of fish in the last couple of months, and then it's been left alone basically for the last couple of weeks because people have been fishing other parts of the lake. But I feel quite confident. I put a bit of bait out, just as I said, to try and introduce it into the water, get them feeding on the bait, and that's on the S2T as ever up here. So I've got a little bed. I'm going to fish one rod, maybe two rods if anything happens over that, and I got one rod then on a wafter just floating around. Been here about an hour, only literally now, going to get the rods out in the next sort of half an hour, just waiting for Ethan to turn up now to get the rods out. But you never know in these sessions. There's been some crazy sessions at the Birch recently, boys doing 5-6 fish off one peg, so you never know. I'm going to do a full vlog whether we have anything or not, show you how doing some different rig bits and pieces, so we'll go into that later on, but fingers crossed, and thumbs up in the screen because we love the thumbs up. We'll hopefully catch you later. Say Ethan is down here, he's refusing to come on camera, but he can't help himself. Look at him, there he is, right in the thick of it over there. We just recast some rods. I'm going to show you where the rods are later on. We've seen fish actually crashing over this little bay in the corner. So I've got a rod just down here in the corner, but he's just checking out the margins, see if anything's happening. Load up, looking like a urban safari carper, but so yeah, there's boys all around. People are on blanks for like 4 or 5 day blanks. So I say we never expect anything, but it's always nice to feel optimistic with a fish showing. And saying the fish are showing just down there. Got on one of the wafters. There we go. You can see it's down in the corner of the VIP. It's the only place we've seen fish in the couple of hours that I've been here. Got one out on the zig. So the sun will probably blind you in a second, because it is actually sunny. But what a, this is what makes the birch so special. When it's beautiful like this, it's like an absolute, it could be anywhere in the world. It could be on a posh French lake anywhere. I got one out on the zig mid-water that we're just changing the height on all the time, and then one just over here. I'll be sort of just here about 40 yards out, nice comfortable, 40-50 yards out, comfortable distance over a bit of bait. So trying everything, a bit of bait, zig, then about the same sort of distance, and then the one, I say it's only about 10-15 boilies sticked in, just tight to the reed line. But yeah, it's a fish in the nice conditions like this would make a cracking picture. As I say, there are boys blanking all over the shop. And then a week before that, it was absolutely rinsing at you. So who knows? Hopefully catch you up in a bit. Good morning, carpers. Day 2 on the Birch, Friday morning, and as always happens on a Friday morning, the lake is filling up. Angler to my right, basically he's pitched up on 3 rods, put into a very small area, but obviously because I had a sneaky rod in front of his swim, I've had to reel that in this morning, and he's now taken over that bit of swim. I got a fish angler 2 swims to my left now as well, so basically my nice wide area that I wanted to sort of check over through the next 24-48 hours has basically gone to rack and ruin now, so I'm now just heading back in to a very narrow part of the swim again. But nothing happened overnight. Saw one more fish after the last chat we had, and that was in front of 2 anglers over on the 83 mark there over there. So, you know, the sun is up. The sun has come up nice and early, which is what we wanted. When we were talking yesterday, me and Ethan, we were saying that we could do with a warmish night, which it didn't stay warm. It did cause a frost, which is a bit of a pain. And you can see that it's condensing the breath, so it is cold, but the sky is clear and the temperatures are set to rise again. So I did keep the Zig out overnight just to see if, because of the temperatures were warm, whether they would just hang out in the mid-water overnight. But yeah, again, as I said, nothing happened. But I am going to keep that out. But what I'm going to do, because obviously now I've got to change my swim layout a little bit, how I've got my rod set out, I'm going to bring the Zig as my right hand rod, excuse me, out in front of me, and then put the left hand and my middle rod as rods on, one on a pop-up, one on a snowman. Fish one on the bait that I put out yesterday, maybe put a little bit more on top again, just to see, just because, as I said, I wanted to get the bait in the lake anyway, and also because, I mean, no one's fishing on bait at the moment. Maybe it could be a little edge, so we shall see, and I will keep you updated. Until later. Just off the baited area. I put all the bait out yesterday. It's nothing massive, but it's certainly a fish. Definitely a fish, yeah. Seen catch and release doing it again. I said the water, said lads fishing all around Blanken at the moment, but we've had one. There we are, proofs in the pudding. I said over the baited area. It's nothing massive, but I say when you're blanking, anything's better than nothing. I say a lovely little zipline. I say it has got some scales lifted, so we will be doing the usual carp care and getting it back. But over the baited area, so we've seen fish, a big fish crash over there this morning. So it's not the big one, so we're going to get the rods back out and get on it. Team catch and release. So as you see, we'll just had a little fish, and it's nothing massive as I keep saying, but I mean when the water's been fishing so hard, it's an absolute relief to have anything. And so I'm just going to go through the rig I'm using. So I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know how much I love the combi rigs, but so I've done it slightly differently for that fish and on my other rods. What I've got is the standard S2T bait that I always use, but at the top there you are, look, you can see that there. I've actually got one of their hair razors as a pop-up. No, I say it's fish slightly different to everyone else. Everyone else shaves down pop-ups and has them all flush fitting. I've purposely created a really odd shape, and as it proves with that fish, as it went in, it's obviously just bounced around. As they try to eject it, it's just bounced around because all the sort of odd angles it's created, it's just causing really awkward effect. And I just paired that up then with an Ever Faithful PVA bag with pellets. Using now the Carp Craze PVA mesh, is absolutely cracking stuff, melts in all the temperatures that you need it to, even down freezing. And then as the old Innovate Baits quality pellet there. So you know, just an absolute wicked combination. And it's obviously, I said, the water's fishing so hard at the moment. It's the first fish out in days, so I'm more than happy. Ever Faithful combi rig with a little kicker on it. But I think the difference has been because I reckon they're fishing they're biting quite fiddly. That odd shaped bait, once it's gone in, it just rattles around. It doesn't just pop out like a normal boilie would, or a standard snowman. It's something different. Create something different, you know, the results can prove themselves. So I'll show you how that all sinks down. So it's really critically balanced, so it just absolutely gently sinks down by itself. And we love it. I love it. You know, it's my rig that I will always use, is that combi, because I have faith in the fact that hook will lift up and it'll twist, and as you can see, you know, in it comes. That hook point is down. It's just gagging. It's just going to take it. So happy days. Here we are, proofing the pudding it again. Birch living up to its winter form. This is actually one of a double hit. I say we put the other one back with just a photo, which I'll show you later. But 22.5. Absolute stonker yet again over that baited area. With Martin telling me to move everything to the left, I did so, and up it comes trump. So third of the session, absolutely buzzing. Oh, there you are. Team catch and release, catch you later.